Today I show you speed tests and temperature comparison between an NVMe that you install without the heatsink, and also afterwards I added the heatsink and I did the same test for you, so you can see that it's really better to have a heatsink on the NVMe. First I installed the Crucial T500 Pro NVMe SSD M.2 without the heatsink because I bought it, I couldn't find the version with the heatsink, and then I installed the Arctic M2 Pro heatsink on the SSD and I reinstalled it in the computer to continue the test. And as you would expect, there is a really big difference in the burst temperature. It gets hot much slower.
Huge difference. Doesn't even get warm. Okay, I'll do a few more tests. I already know it.
This was the final result and I was really happy with it. So if this is what you want to see, that's it, that's the video. And if you want to see the actual tests, here is how I prepare the test files. I have 70 GB of video files to transfer, and I also did the speed test with Crystal Disk Mark and the full write test on the whole drive to make sure that the speed doesn't go lower. Also, the NVMe is 2.0 instead of 1.4 for the system SSD. First, I start with the NVMe Crucial T500. On the T drive is the Crucial drive, and it's without the heatsink now. The temperature you will see, it gets a little bit hot really quickly when it's doing the tests. It reaches even 80 plus, so it's more than 80 degrees Celsius very fast when it's at 81 now. Also, after the tests are stopped, it takes a bit of time, but not a lot to cool down because there's airflow in the case. So it's not that bad actually to have the NVMe drive without the cooler. But if you transfer many files for a long time, it's really better to have a heatsink, and I will show you in the following tests. The software to upgrade the firmware, this Crucial Storage Executive, I don't know why they call it like this, it's very slow. I guess it means it's executive, like it's really slow to execute or something like this. I don't know, it's really slow, very slow to start. Now I do a test to write from the C drive and then to the T drive, the Crucial, and then write to itself. The speed is pretty good, but I didn't see the 7 gigabits per second or 7.3. It was about 2.2 like that. And it's still getting hot, so it's cooling down a little bit. I refresh on Crystal Disk Info here. And now we're doing the heavy test. I'm going to use this H2 Test W. I always use this program. And I make sure the drive is empty to test as much as possible from the drive. When this one starts, you will see the real use when you fill up the disk, when you fill up the SSD, what speed you would expect to see from this drive, because the speed will get lower. As you see, it's 400, even 400, reach 400. That test I stopped it earlier because I wasn't sure if it's a good idea to really stress test the NVMe